Cameron, oh, he has 70K now? Hold on. This is the dude that released this video like 2 months ago that everyone was reacting to. The problem with black YouTube. He released a video called "The 9 to 5 is hard, but so is being a streamer." I personally thought, bro, this whole conversation was about to die after Hassan said his shit, and this shit was about to last like 2 to 3 days, and we would have just left it at that. Oh my God, it is getting dark out there. But the fact that this is a conversation that's been going on for weeks, if not months now, is kind of crazy. But yeah, man, as a full-time streamer myself, full-time content creator, let's see what he has to say, man.
I'm pretty sure we've all seen the Hassan situation by now. If you're unfamiliar, well, basically the streamer Hassan Abi said that streaming was more draining than a 9 to 5.
Yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired, but a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean? In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will. A real job does not expend your social battery in the same way as someone who did a sales job, a real job. Okay, I'm telling you, as someone who did both, like 9 hours of constant performance and people pleasing taps you out from social scenarios. After 9 hours of that, I could probably do physical labor. It would not bother me, but I can't do more social shit. That's my point.
And after that clip, basically the debate on if streaming is harder than a 9 to 5 spread the internet like wildfire. Every news page was talking about it. People made videos about it. It was a hot topic for...
I think in hindsight, though, it was a little bit out of context because of the fact that Hassan was specifically talking about his social battery being depleted after streaming. From that aspect, I think he just worded it wrong. You know what I'm saying? If he just... I said this during that time, bro. If he just left it at, y'all don't understand how hard streaming is, there would have been no pushback. No pushback whatsoever. No one would have a problem with Hassan Abi giving insight as to how hard it is to be a streamer, the mental health aspect of it, how tiring it is on your body to sit at a desk for 9 hours straight. If he would have just kept it at that, boom. He fucked up with the comparison part. He fucked up comparing it to 9 to 5 workers. That's where he fucked up on.
A few days. Now, me personally, I don't think that streaming is harder than a 9 to 5 because a 9 to 5 is physically and mentally draining, while streaming is only mentally draining.
Oh my God.
I completely disagree with Hassan when he says that.
I also think this is a very generalized conversation too. Because, right, like what Hugh said, a 9 to 5 can mean so many different things. Yo, shout out to Juju for the 6 months. Appreciate you. But yeah, a 9 to 5 can mean so many different things, right? That could be extreme manual labor, right? Where you're, I don't know, digging up oil or some shit. I don't know. Something crazy like that. Or it could be a desk job where, you know, you have to go on a couple meetings a day, maybe really grind for 1 or 2 hours, and that's your day. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with streaming though. Like, I think me going on stream for 3 to 4 times a week for 3 to 4 hours is not nearly the same as what the fuck Kai's doing. Hell, even Hassan, you know what I'm saying? Going on stream, debating motherfuckers on serious topics for 9-10 hours straight, 5 times a week is crazy. I can't do that. So, like, the content Hassan is doing on stream to me is much harder than what the fuck I'm doing, you know? Or even something as simple as, like, someone going on stream and gaming for 10 hours to me is easier than trying to talk to a stream for 3 to 4 hours for every single minute of those 3 to 4 hours. But
a 9 to 5 doesn't suck the soul out of you, because they actually do. I'm pretty sure we've all worked a job before that sucked the absolute life out of us. Like, it's pretty common. But I do feel like there is merit to what Hassan is saying. Like, the way I see it is that, like, just because a 9 to 5 is hard, that doesn't mean that streaming is easy. I feel like a lot of people underestimate the amount of work that streamers actually have to do because of how lazy streaming looks. I mean, when you look at a streamer, like, I mean, they're sitting in a chair, playing a game, or reacting to videos, and people do that for free. So when you see somebody doing it for numerous hours each day and they're making money from it, it's like, oh, I could most likely do that. I mean, it seems pretty easy. I do that for free. So why not do it for some bread? But if I'm being honest, I personally don't think that streaming is easy at all. Like, I saw a lot of people trying to write this off as like anyone could stream, but not anyone could work a 9 to 5, which I completely disagree with.
Bro, let me tell y'all right now, as a content creator who has done every single medium out there, short form, long form, on camera, off camera, podcast, live, all of that, bro. Out of all of that, live streaming is easily the hardest. It's easily the hardest thing I've done. From a growth perspective, what it takes to grow a stream is so crazy. It makes absolutely no sense. It's one of those things, once you get put on, is definitely arguably the most rewarding. But compared to growing a TikTok to 100K subscribers, or to 100K followers, compared to even growing a YouTube channel to 200K, I would argue growing a Twitch to 50,000 might actually be harder, bro. Because this shit feels fucking impossible. To convert people from one app to another and to also, like, come back routinely on a live basis is so fucking hard, bro. It is from a growth aspect. From a production aspect, I personally feel like recording videos offline is so much easier for me just because I have so much room for error, right? Like, if I fuck up on one thing, I can just redo it over again. If I fuck up on one line, I can just redo it over again. If I fuck up on an edit, I can re-edit it. You know what I'm saying? I can add things to a video. I can subtract things from a video. When I'm live, bro, I'm live. Whatever I say on stream, I am liable to what the fuck I say on stream. And especially if/when we get to a point where motherfuckers are clipping this shit out, like, really fast, I'm cooked for whatever I say. And also the entertaining factor, just trying to be entertaining to thousands of people at the same time. Thousands of people, like, watching you. There's a different level of pressure there than just knowing at the end of the day you're talking to a camera. It's a complete level of pressure. Complete different level of pressure.
The way I see streaming is kind of like the way I see soccer. Anybody could play soccer, but not everyone can be good at soccer. Anyone can stream, but not everyone can be a full-time streamer. Like, I don't think people realize how hard it is to get to that point where you're a full-time streamer on Twitch. It takes a lot of hard work and a lot of strategy, because Twitch has one of the worst algorithms of all time, because they don't push you in any way, shape, or form. You have to bring people to your stream. You can't just sit there playing a game all day and expect money and viewership. Like, it just doesn't work like that. It's literally impossible to grow on Twitch by only streaming. All the top streamers have said it before.
Because, like, the best strategy for growing on Twitch is still growing on YouTube, TikTok, or another platform.
My advice to anybody that wants to grow streaming, don't
Big
stream a
queso.
lot. You can't just spark up on stream every day on Twitch and get viewers. That's just not how it is. You know, you got to go on different platforms, post your clips, and then
Damn, it is dark as shit
if you do it
outside.
right, people will come. Yeah.
Go on TikTok, make more TikToks, do more YouTube shorts, try to grow outside of the platform. Because if it hasn't been obvious for the past 6 years now, you're not growing on Twitch anymore. That's not how it works. You have to find discoverability through other places.
It's weird when streamers think, hey, if I want to be a Twitch streamer, I gotta start on Twitch. I gotta fire up, I gotta sign up, make a Twitch channel, make a name for myself. When it's literally the worst option to become a Twitch streamer is to stream on Twitch first. You have to do something else where you have to become famous first.
Like, if you have 0 viewers on Twitch, your stream is getting sent to nobody, and the odds of people finding you are slim to none. That's why most of the top streamers had some sort of strategy to bring in viewership to get to where they are now. For instance, Ludwig would do challenges on stream and upload those challenges to YouTube so that the people from his YouTube would tune into his streams.
Yeah.
And Queso would take clips from his stream and upload those clips to TikTok so that the people from TikTok would come to his streams. Are you starting to see the pattern here? Like, these streamers never just sat there all day and happened to become big streamers out of nowhere. They utilize.
There's a couple. There are a couple. I had a conversation with JoJo on the pod. JoJo the Mofo, for those who don't know. And he specifically said just that. Like, you know, was there some luck involved in this situation? Absolutely. Is he an outlier? Absolutely. But it was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I still don't have a channel. I still don't have a channel. Don't have a TikTok and all that shit. Which, you know, all power to him, the fact that he's grown to where he's at without having like a plug chain and all that shit. But From my perspective, I'm like, bro, you could reach different heights if like motherfuckers just knew your Twitch stream existed. But
different platforms to funnel an audience to Twitch while also most likely working normal jobs. And on top of that, these streamers had to actually be entertaining once people started showing up to their streams. Because if someone sees a clip or a video of you and your stream looks fire, like it just looks amazing, it looks like the funniest thing on earth, then that person shows up to your stream and it's just you sitting in a chair playing a game, not really reading the chat or anything, not really being interactive, you're just kind of boring. That person is most likely never gonna come back. So that first impression means everything. That's why streamers like Jinxie are so popular now, because his clips are just as funny as his streams. Now, I will say that streaming does get easier after you build up an audience, because you now know that people are actually going to pop out to your streams no matter what, but that still doesn't mean that streaming is easy. Like, if I'm being real, not just anyone can entertain numerous people all at once, in the same way that not just anyone can be a construction worker or an electrician. Another thing that people don't really realize about streaming is that you're talking for numerous people while you're live, because you're talking for yourself and you're also talking for the chat.
Bezos, I've been watching you on YouTube for 7 months now. This is my first time seeing you on stream. Hey, appreciate you for popping up, man. W. Francis in chat, man. W. Francis.
Because in a normal conversation with another person, you talk for yourself. You say something, then the other person says something. There's a breathing room in between that. But with streaming, you're talking in both of those spots, yourself and the other person. And after hours of doing that, you can get drained. Now, is all that harder than a 9 to 5? No, not at all. The positives most definitely outweigh the negatives when it comes to streaming. I mean, you're in the comfort of your own home. There's not many physical demands, and you make your own hours. Like, it's definitely a blessing. But all that being,
I also think there's a difference between not to minimize online harassment, but fuck it, I'm actually gonna minimize online harassment. There's still a different level of like when motherfuckers are trolling you in chat or motherfuckers are trolling you in the comment section versus like people dead ass screaming in your face in real life. And you have to do it, and you have to take the high road, because if you don't, you're about to get fired and your manager's about to be on your ass. Oh my god, it looks like it's nighttime out there, bro. This is crazy. Like some of the stories my girl has told me about her job, I just don't have to deal with, because at the end of the day, I get to set my own hours. I do not have a boss. I am the boss type shit. You know what I'm saying? I am that guy. And on the Converse though, I don't think she could do what I do. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if we take it to a different realm, bro. Like, not everyone could be Stephen A. Smith. Even though we can just sit here and say Stephen A. Smith is just some dude sitting and talking about sports all day, not everyone can be as entertaining as Stephen A. Smith. And if you try, boy, them ratings are about to go down like shit. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone can be Shannon Sharp. We're seeing that with FS1 right now, and their ratings are tanking. Not everyone could be I Show Speed. Not everyone can be you know what I'm saying, Kai Cenat. It's just different. But Jesus Christ, this shit is weird as fuck. I've never really seen an eclipse. Am I tripping? I feel like I've never seen an eclipse for real, but this is crazy.
being said, my overall point is that even though streaming may be easier than a 9 to 5, that doesn't make streaming easy in general. Like, not just anyone can be a streamer. To really understand both sides, you would have to have a 9 to 5 at one point, but you would also have to have some sort of success with streaming, because streaming to an entire audience and like doing it full time is completely different than streaming to like 1 or 2 viewers. And even myself, I've never been a full-time streamer at any point in my life, but I've tried to become a full-time streamer and I completely failed. So I know the struggles of streaming. So yeah, I don't think that streaming is harder than a 9 to 5, but I don't think that streaming is easy. Like, I still think streaming is super hard to get to that position that streamers like Hassan or Kai Cenat or maybe even Jinxie are in right now. People don't want to hear someone complain when they're in a worse position than the person complaining, but the reality is that everyone on this earth complains no matter how good their life is. Our brain is a problem-solving machine, so when there's no problems going on in your brain is going to make problems for you to complain about. I mean, we do it.
I don't like this guy's forehead to... Yo, relax on my guy, bruh. Not too much.
all the time. I'm American, and a lot of you guys watching are probably from first world countries. Now let me ask you this. How do you think other countries feel when they hear Americans complain about their Wi-Fi going out for 24 hours or their Amazon packages not coming in on time?
Let me tell you right now, as a as a person who got family in a not first world country, is the Philippines first world? I don't know. Them motherfuckers hate that shit. They even go as far as to feel like if you're in America, everything is just fine, sweet, and dandy. And I always say, like, as a hot take of mine, like, bro, I get it. I'm not about to minimize the privilege that I got. I'm not about to act like I live in the hood, or live a poor lifestyle or all of that. But for y'all to act like everything here is just sweet and dandy because we live on American soil is crazy. So I think when it comes to this conversation right here, it's kind of similar in that aspect of like, bro, I understand Hasan is a millionaire. I understand you're not. But I feel like Hasan still has struggles that are valid to express, that are valid to him and his situation that you might just not get because you aren't in that situation. Now, again, I personally feel like everyone would have been on Hasan's side if he just didn't compare it to a 9-to-5. That would have saved his ass for any and every fucking pushback against him. But it's the fact that he compared it to a 9-to-5 that got him in trouble.
They're probably fed up because some countries don't even have Wi-Fi or Amazon. They legit only got sticks and stones.
Oh,
so
wow.
you can only imagine how they might think how annoying it is when we complain because they have way less than us. But regardless, we still find a way to complain no matter how great our lives are compared to others. People are always going to find a way to complain. Like, that's just the sad reality. Mr. Beast literally built wells in Africa and people somehow started complaining about that. Yeah, your job may be harder than the streamer sitting in their chair for 9 hours, but that doesn't mean that they can't complain about it. Like, maybe it should be off stream or offline when they complain. I feel like that'd be a little bit more sincere, but at the same time, like, everyone on this earth complains regardless of how great their lives are. How do you get along with your coworkers? By complaining about the job, because at the end of the day, complaining is fun and we can't sit here and act like complaining isn't. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. All that being said, this is gonna wrap up the video. If you guys made this far, I appreciate you. If you guys enjoyed this video,
I also think this is a case of like, well, Hasan has already said that he has a parasocial relationship with his own chat, but it's also a case of like what bro just said at the end. Who does Hasan have to talk about these type of problems? Now Hasan actually might be in a situation where he does, because you know he could just hit up Valkyrie whenever he wants, hit up Ludwig and have these conversations with them. But you know, when you work a remote job, like you don't have these coworkers to have these rants over. You know what I'm saying? Like my girl, she probably has a group chat with like her coworkers talking shit about, you know what I'm saying? Just complaining about shit at work. These motherfuckers probably don't have that. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to throw Hasan too much bail because I still think he fucked up. I still think his take is flawed as shit. And I do still think it's important for streamers to acknowledge their privilege, and not act entitled to shit. But on the other side of the token, I sympathize with them to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? I sympathize with them.